coronavirus staycation. So I'm coming to you with tip number 3 in our COVID-19 retreat survival guide. So if you watched my last tip, I was talking to Uncle Charles Darwin and getting some advice from him on how to handle this time. And today I decided to talk to another uncle in my big family of advisors, and that is Einstein. So, what would Einstein say about where we are today, trying to run our lives and handling all the uncertainties in business? So, Einstein said something interesting to me privately in my ear, and that is that you cannot solve the problem at the level of thinking that created it. So, what did he mean by that? Right now, many of you are concerned. You're worried about the future of your business and wonder if you will be able to sustain the growth that you used to have in business. Maybe you even are challenged with cash flow issues. So these are valid concerns. And what happens when we are in that state of mind is that we are actually starting to fight against ourselves because we cannot find a creative solution to a problem when we are in an anxiety, fear, and concerned over our future. A lot of things happen when we're fearful. And many of you know that part of our brain called amygdala actually hijacks us at the very moment when we need our brain the most. So what is this amygdala hijack? Well, most of you know it as a fight, flight, or freeze mechanism when exposed to a potential danger, whether it's real and physical, or you just perceive it as doomsday is coming. And the problem with this pandemic is that a lot of us have been programmed to equate the disease with a state of literally perishing. In other words, death. And nobody wants to die, at least that I know of. And I'm sure you don't either. So unfortunately, every time you think about this disease, it generates a fear of something terminal. And in that fear, the part of your brain, the executive center, the one that allegedly makes us smart, that one shuts down. And we have like a tunnel vision. So we get fixated on the object of our attention. So we start fearing the fear, and the fear is all that we can think about. Okay, so I'm not making this up. It is an actual biological response from your body that is trying to help you survive and respond to the potential danger. Now, the problem is, as I mentioned earlier, that you actually need to do something in your business right now. You probably have to redirect. You might need to restructure how you run it. You might need to recalibrate your thinking. You might need to retool. Can you tell that I like those words that start with R? More on that later. But for now, as you can see, in order to creatively solve the cash problem that you're in, or the issue of suddenly not being able to connect with your clients the way you used to, now you'll have to do something different, okay? You'll have to change. And yet, change is something that we really resist. Hence, I'm gonna quote Uncle Einstein again. What he whispered in my other ear, I don't remember where the quote was before, but this was the other ear, okay? And he said that to do the same things, Dagmar, over and over again is a definition of, yes, you know it, you've heard it, insanity. Okay, so in other words, we cannot expect that we can continue to run the business the way we used to. We will have to restructure it. So my invitation to you today is to ask yourself a few questions. One is, what can you do differently? How can you restructure your business so that you respond to a completely new set of needs that your clients may have because of this pandemic? Also, ask yourself what existing skills you already have that maybe you can just tweak or retool and bring forward so you again are flexible and you're responding to the new market needs. So I hope that these tips from my uncle Einstein that lived just down the corner from me, remember, I hope that helps you move forward. And please drop me a line if you agree and tell me, what can you do to shift, to retool what you already have? What can you do differently so you get a different result? And as Einstein stated, stay sane. Don't do the same thing and expect something different. All right, till we meet next time. That's it for now, folks. I hope you're staying safe and happy. Till we meet again.